Carlton Palmer, it's great to see you. We're really disappointed that you couldn't join us for this evening, but fortunately we've managed to grab you before you head back to China. So on the night we're celebrating the season of the 1991. And what kind of season was it? What kind of memories have you got from that time, 25 years ago?
Yeah, I'm good. I can't be there, but work commitments, that's just the way it is. But yeah, no, it was a fabulous time, fabulous. I remember us playing a brand of football that was exciting, enjoyable. And the group of players that I played with were just incredible. Not just great footballers, but great lads. So it was a fun time both on and off the pitch.
You formed a really strong partnership with John Sheridan that season. I mean, a lot of people would love that partnership to be playing now. I mean, what was so special about John? What did he bring to the team, and how did you two combine together?
Well, it was quite funny, really, because people always thought that I was the one who did all the running. But John actually, whenever we played a team, I mean, technically he's as gifted as a player as I've ever played with in midfield. But whenever we played, say if we played Forest and Stevie Hodge was running on, everybody assumed that I took Stevie Hodge, but I didn't. He took Stevie Hodge and then played the ball from deep, and I went with whoever was their holding midfield player. So we complemented each other, but it was just, the team was full of sensational players, but John and I, as friends, as people on the pitch, just complemented each other.
And looking from the outside, yourself and Big Ron seemed to get on really well. You seemed to have lots of banter. I mean, what was special about Big Ron that season?
Well, it's not just that season. You've got to remember, I was a 16-year-old kid when I met Big Ron, and I call Big Ron my second dad, and he is. I have a great deal of respect for Ron. Not just, I wouldn't have achieved what I achieved in my footballing career if it wasn't for Ron. He always encouraged me. He always, we've had our arguments. I've walked in his office and said I want to leave and this, that and the other, and he's always told me to get out, and he's encouraged me, and as I say, I would never have achieved what I've achieved in my career if it wasn't for Big Ron. I owe him a huge debt. And as a person in life, the things that he's taught me, he's a very special man, not just in football terms, but as a bloke.
You still went to Wembley for the final. I was there, and I remember you walking around the pitch. I mean, how did you feel that day? What was the atmosphere like?
Well, walking out on the pitch was the Wednesday fans gave me a fantastic reception, and I will never ever forget that. But I remember Big Ron saying to me before I went, he said, listen, Carlton, I need you to be the Carlton Palmer that would be if you were playing. If the lads are seeing you sulking, being around the place or whatever, it's not going to help things. He said, you've played in every round. It's unfortunate you can't play, but you have to do your part. And obviously, I wanted the boys to win. It wasn't one of that, I'm not playing, I don't want them to win. I wanted them to win. And it was nice when Shez actually told me the night before he was going to score the winner, and when he scored the winner, he would come running up to me, and that's what he did. And the lads made me feel, which is what they were like as a group of boys, they made me feel every bit of part of it, during the game, after the game, celebrations. They were fantastic towards me.
Right, brilliant. And finally, we've got almost 1,000 Wednesday supporters in the room tonight. What message would you have for them?
Well, the message is to just keep doing what they're doing. I honestly believe that Wednesday will get in the playoffs, and I think they'll go up. I think the big pitch will suit them in a playoff final at Wembley. And I honestly believe they'll go up this season. So don't be cautiously optimistic. Get behind them, get right behind them and have a go. Because the one thing I thought the other night, on Tuesday night against Blackburn, I thought the crowd was a bit quiet. And that's the tension. And I see that from the players and from the fans, but Big Ron always used to say, you as players have to give the fans something to get going for, right? But now I think, just because it's so nervy and getting to that, I think the fans have got to give the players something to, I watched Leicester the other day at Crystal Palace, and from the start of the game they were bouncing off the top, and the players really feel that when they're on the pitch. When we played here and it was a full house, we went in there 2-0 down or whatever, and them fans started, away we went,